I am a divine being.
Same. I like you. Well, this is why you're here. Exactly. See, Aaron already proves. Hello, Noema listeners. Today we have a very special guest, and we will be keeping it real. We're sipping in our iced lattes, having a chill time, discussing, and we will do this episode in 2 parts. And one about the founder's journey, another one looking at wellness. And today and I can finally present Brenda Ross with me here today. Could you tell me about yourselves in terms of what do you do?
Oh.
And who are you in a way?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Maybe the who are you we can do after, so it's not too much. Okay, tell me, about yourself.
About me?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say thank you ever so much for inviting me to be part of your podcast.
Thank you.
And this is the very first time for me, so I am honored. Okay, a little bit about me.
Yes.
Well, my name is Brenda Ross Mojo, and I am the founder of Natural Body Care by Ross. So that's my side business. But for me, I am actually from Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice.
And I've been living in England for over 20-something years. And
So you forgot about the sunshine.
oh my gosh! Oh, the sunshine. And you can't miss the sunshine. That's one thing I kind of miss over here. But lately it's been really hot and nice. So that kind of reminds me of when I'm back home, which is great. But yeah. So at the moment, what I do when it comes to work, I work for a charity, a homeless charity.
Sounds.
And I've been doing that for over 16 years now, which is, I enjoy working there because we're all about helping individuals who are struggling and need that support. So that's me when it comes to my work. But for me, there's so many different sides to me, to be honest, of what I do and what I love. But my passion is my business, and that started from growing up in Trinidad.
Amazing.
Yeah, where I have to thank my mom. She was always making sure that we ate healthy. And in our back garden, we had lots of fruits. We had the mango, we had banana, we had plums, we had guava. So our snacks.
Oh, those are healthy snacks.
Yeah. We didn't really have. We hardly ever ate any processed food.
Nice.
And so growing up eating healthy, and some of the meals that mom would cook, of course, when you're a young child, you didn't really like it that much. But now, as you get older, you appreciate having the broccoli and the spinach and the different things like that, how important that is. But as time went by, I realized, you know what? I really benefited from having in a way healthy lifestyle in the sense of what I ate, but I've always been into taking care of myself in the sense of exercising and treating my body the best that I can. And so all that started to just kind of grow in me as I got older and wanted to do more for myself in the sense of taking care of myself more.
Nice. Actually, because as an insider, I know, how old you are. But then before I was like, oh my gosh, you really don't look it. You are so young. And I feel like he's so young-spirited. So I was always really he has such a nice aura and energy. And I think it must come from this wellness as well, that you're trying to still keep yourself this healthy and active.
But you know what? You can easily fall into that category or that stage where, as you get older, you start to, if you're not careful with how you think, And I hear a lot of people, they're talking, oh my gosh, I'm old. I look old. Oh, I wish I was 20 years younger. Or I wish I was in my 20s again. And they start to compare themselves with someone who may be 20 or 30. And at one time, I found myself in that situation. And I will be thinking, oh my gosh, I'm getting to 40, I'm getting to 50. And I said, hold up. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
I am not going down that road. And it's not about age. And so the more I don't know, started to think differently about who I am. And knowing that age is not important. And by the way, I always say to people, I don't mind sharing my age. Because I always say to myself, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I am ageless.
Well, I love that.
I
need to start doing that, you know? You younger than me.
Look at myself in the mirror. Oh my gosh. And when I look at myself in the mirror, sometimes my face is all over the place. I just woke up, my hair is all over the place. But I look and I said, girl, I'm ageless.
I love that.
But when people ask me, how old are you? I said, okay, if you tell them you're ageless, they're going to be looking like, okay.
Please, actually, you should really say that you're ageless to people. That would be nice.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe I should. But I say to them, okay, I'm 61. And they're
and then they start like, what? I thought you were 40.
Okay, all right. So how old are you? All right. I know you said 61, but how old are you? And I said, I'm 61. I don't identify myself as, 61 because I am who I am. And I put age to the side.
Yeah.
I don't identify with, oh my gosh, I'm 61 and I wish I was 20. And because it doesn't make sense wishing. You can't go back to that age. So I appreciate who I am right now. I love who I am right now. And I take care of who I am right now, because what you do now, it affects your future. I can't go back. And a lot of people will tend to go back. And by looking back and saying, oh, I wish, what they're doing is, to me, I could be wrong, but they're not helping themselves right now. They're not growing. They're not loving themselves. Love who you are. And so age, I tell people, hey.
Yeah. And honestly, this is such a good advice for everyone at any age. Because now as well, this younger generation is growing up with social media. And there's so much of like, oh, look how she looks. I wish I looked like this.
Yes.
And most of it is not even real. Because it's like edited pictures or like angles. And then you're like, oh my gosh, how do I build this confidence? Where you're just like, I'm ageless. I love myself.
But it's so hard. Absolutely. Because growing up, I would look at the Cosmopolitan magazine. And I believe
also magazines back in the day,
Red and other magazines. And I used to look at these women, and they were flawless.
Yeah,
the hair, the skin. And at that young age, 17 or 15, 16, 17, you're becoming obsessed. And you want to be just like them because you think that's the way you need to look in society, for people to accept you, and you are trying to change yourself. At that age, you have to, that, to me, that is destructive.
Yeah.
At that age, you should be loving who you are. You should be saying, I am what I am. Respecting who you are, embracing who you are. Not at that age, you're trying to change, or you're trying to, that person is very skinny, so I have to be skinny because that's the only way that I'm going to be accepted and everybody's going to love me. Hell no. That could damage you. And that was how I was to a point until, thankfully, one day I said, no.
But what do you think made you snap out? Or was it like a process of getting there? Or one day you just decided that?
It was a process. It was, hearing my mom's voice. And I didn't know it was still in me because I was always tall. And I used to be the tall person in my classroom, boys and girls.
I'm not that tall, but I know I lived in Portugal, so I was like the tallest back in the day.
Oh my gosh, I was very tall, so I never wanted to wear heels. And my mom used to say, "Why don't you wear heels? You can wear heels. It doesn't matter how tall you are. You're gonna look fantastic." I never wore heels. And whenever I stood up, if I was in a line, in a store, in a post office somewhere, I would be hunching like this.
Yeah.
Again, it was me not accepting who I am and trying to be different and trying to compare myself. My goodness, they're shorter than me and they look so much more. I like that height. I didn't like my height. So you doing all these things. But as time went by, I remember, I don't know how, it's like Mom was talking to me. She was connecting with my spirit and saying, you can wear heels or you can wear whatever you want. And when you're tall, you carry yourself so much more, better, and your clothes fit nicely. And I guess my spirit wanted me to start searching and listening to other people talk about loving themselves, and I started reading books, and I think that's how it helped me to get to that point where I said, nah, I have to come to terms with who I am. This is what the Most High gave me. This is a body I chose. Love who you are, because if you don't love who you are, people out there are going to love you. If you don't respect who you are, if you don't walk and with your head up and say, this is me, I accept me, doesn't matter what you think, this is me, and I'm going to walk my journey as me. If you don't do that, I think you're going to have a unhappy life.
It's true.
But you're going to be looking at other people and trying to get a little bit from them and that to create who you are when you're already who you are. And it's just to embrace that and work with it and love it and cherish it. And,
Yeah, I love that. It's quite a hard process, honestly. Like, I also tried for a long time and I still feel like I've reached a lot, but I'm seeing now you as my goal as well. I need to reach here. But it takes time, and I think step by step. And it's also important, like for those who might be in the process, to also realize that you need to be kind to yourself while you try to do those changes.
Yes, that's the most important thing, is how you speak to yourself. Boy, I didn't speak to myself good at all at times. And because of that, my confidence was all the way down here.
Yeah.
I didn't want to take certain steps out of my comfort zone because I had already instilled all these negative thoughts about me. And I was afraid to do so many different things. And I look back and I say to myself, if I knew then what I knew now, oh boy, life might have been different. But sometimes we have to go through a journey of learning.
Yeah.
And that takes a little while, but that's okay. We learn and we grow, and everybody has their own season. And maybe that wasn't my season then to grasp everything, but this is now my season. So I'm thankful for that. At least what I'm thankful for is I now know.
Yeah.
It's better for me to know now at 61 than not know anything at all and go through life until the end.
And many people do. And they never stop to reflect back or to... It's actually it's very brave to make a change, especially later on, like as you age, because people are so conditioned to the way they were. So actually to change at 50 or to change at 60s is like, oh, suddenly I'm a new me. It's really brave to do that.
It is, but in order to, I think, in order to be who you truly meant to be, sometimes you have to make that change. Sometimes people have to push you.
Yeah.
People have to kind of.
Or the universe pushes you one way or another.
It's for instance, when was it? I think it was maybe 5 years ago or more. I decided, I used to run this women's group called Rise and Shine.
Oh, nice.
And I wanted people to know that they can do whatever they want to do. And we were all meant to rise. We were all meant to walk in our purpose and do the things that we want to do. And in order for me to do that, I had to come out of my comfort zone. Because it ain't make no sense telling other people, you got to do this, and I'm stepping back and not doing. So I decided to do a sky jump.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And on the day, I'm like, oh my God, can I really do this? And you have one part of you saying, oh girl, you can say no. And then the other part says, no, you can do it. So when we were on the plane, and naturally I wasn't doing it on my own, it's a tandem jump with someone else. And I remember the guy who was with me, lovely lad, he was explaining all the different things that we would do. And I remember that we were the first one to exit here. Oh my God, couldn't.
Well, you wanted to set the example, so.
Oh my gosh, yes. And I remember he was saying we had to stand by the door to be able to go out. And next thing you know, I'm thinking, he said, okay then, listen, just gonna take a couple of seconds and then we'll go out. Couple of seconds, heck that, he just pushed me out just like that. I was telling myself, okay, you know what, I'm just going to take my time and prepare for this and set myself ready to go out. None of that. He just, okay, we're going. And I think sometimes we need that in our lives. We need just for someone to say, go.
It's a bit like today, I feel like I did the same parachute example to you.
God, I learned this is my first time here, and I was like, oh my gosh, should I do this? And I said, you know what, heck it.
Yeah.
Heck it, do it.
And then surprise video.
But then you look back at all the little steps that you took, and you look back and say, but wow, I did that. I did it. And I survived, and it wasn't too bad. But with every challenge that you take and you do, it just gives you that little more strength and belief in yourself. And you look back and you say, but I had it within me to do it. It's just all the negative thinking or what people have told you in the past or the comparison with other people that makes you think that, oh, I can't do it. But if you look back and you think, well, but wait, I did this, or I ran a half marathon or whatever it is. So that shows that I have everything that I need within me to be what I want to be. I just got to tap in to me.
Yeah. And I think we need to also, I think it's very useful to realize that the brains are designed to keep us safe. So it's very trappy. It's designed to not want to jump out of a plane because that would be insane for the brain. You would think why are you trying to kill yourself? Yes. So all the alarms are going at the same time.
And there are times, of course, you have to listen. Because, as you said, the brains want to protect you from certain harm or danger. But you have to also be careful and not let the subconscious mind control you. Because if you tell the subconscious mind all the time, or in a sense, you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful, I'm not smart, I can't accomplish anything in life. Oh, well, you know what, I just have to settle for this. Yeah, you remember
And you start believing that. Actually, you believe that language. So even though it's not real, this is why sometimes you have to trick yourself. I did that. Actually, the way I started was by saying, oh, I love myself. That was in the time I really didn't. But then I'm, oh, I love myself. And it was so cringe. Obviously, you feel cringe. You feel like, oh my God, do I need to do this? Or, you see those positive affirmations on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I am beautiful, I'm divine. I'm like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm divine. So you start like this, but I realized the more I said it, the more I started to believe it, so that you just you're training your brain.
Yes.
So this is why people do that with when you say negative thoughts, you're training your brain to believe those negative thoughts as well.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is that for me, because I'm no expert, but when a negative thought comes into my head, I'm not good enough. Long ago, I used to fester on it. Yeah, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Oh God, yes. And I would visualize a situation where things aren't going to work out, where I'm going to fail. And then afterwards, I'm going to realize, no, I got to change that. But it already settled in the mind. And for me, as soon as a negative thought comes in, and because we'll always have negative thoughts come in, but it's how we deal with it. And for me, as soon as a negative thought come in, no, you can't do it. As I changed that one time, I don't let
negotiate
it fester and sink in there. No, I'm capable.
Yeah,
I'm capable. I don't know yet how I'm going to make it work, but the answer is within me. I just maybe have to take a little step back and get the answer coming in. But the answer is in me. I just got to tap into myself. No, I'm capable of doing this.
I love that.
So I have to change it to something that is positive and something that's in me, because within us have the ability to be able to do whatever it is that we want to do. And it's finding your purpose and knowing your purpose, walking in your purpose. Of course, hey, I'm not going to say, well, I can do anything. I could be a physician. No, but it's being realistic to who you are and what it is that you want to be. And so therefore, if your mind is telling you I'm not capable enough, no, you said, no, I'm capable.
Yeah.
I might have to learn certain things, but I have it within me. The ability, I have the determination, I have the strength, everything that I need to accomplish that. I can.
Yes.
It'll take me a little while maybe, but that's okay. I can. And so that's what I have to do. It was a constant battle, because when you're thinking negative all the time, oh my gosh, it's going to be hitting you.
Yeah.
So
the internal battle with your brain.
Yes. And it's how you feel, and you get this feeling, you get nervous, you get anxious. And so if you are not strong, if you're not looking in that strength, sooner or later you could easily give up. And I couldn't. I said, this is a do or die situation, and I know I want to accomplish things, and I want to get from A to B. So the same way how I had to get up every day and take a shower and brush my teeth is the same way how every day I got to get up and work on myself and work on what I say and work on what I think and visualize certain things that's going to lift me up.
I like that.
And let the true me come out. So sometimes I would be taking a shower. I will be in that shower for a long time because I'm doing my affirmations, but I see a wall, a brick wall, and I will visualize myself knocking down that wall. I will be kicking that wall down, and that wall is wall of negative thinking, any obstacles, if people telling me that I'm not good enough, any mistakes, I would actually see myself doing like a karate kick.
And I like that.
And kicking the wall down and seeing the bricks crumbling and me walking through.
Nice.
So
You're visualizing the breakthrough already in your mind.
I'm visualizing, because that wall is your barrier, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I kick that wall down. And who knows, I'll have to be kicking that wall down from now till thy kingdom come. But that's okay.
Yeah. I really like that mentality. I'm going to be kicking walls from now on.
Yeah, girl, you got to kick the walls down.
I'm going to kick the walls and then try to imagine that everything comes with ease. But the walls,
Yeah,
they just like easily kick. Maybe you need to imagine that they're easily kicked as well. So it doesn't have to be hard.
Yeah, just kicking the wall down and not worrying too much about, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it work? What's this, that, and the other? Because all that is a wall as well. You have so many different walls that if you're not careful and if you don't start kicking, you're going to be in a box, and you're going to have a wall here, back of you, there, up and down, walls everywhere.
And you're boxed.
And yeah. And then you're going to be trapped. And we don't want to be trapped, because every single individual is here for a purpose. And we want to be able to walk in our purpose. It doesn't come smooth.
No.
And I realized that even with my business, it does not come smooth. It's not a quick thing. You don't wake up one day and everything is A-okay and you get green lights all the way. You're going to get the red lights. You're going to get stumbling blocks. But this is when you have to dig deep and tell yourself, you know what? You ain't going to lie to yourself. This is flipping hard. This is a challenge, but I'm up for it.
Yeah, see, this is what being real is about, because that's the reality of doing business as well.
People perish with a lack of vision. So you have a vision, and you write down your vision, and you share it with only people you know want to see you grow.
Yeah.
And then you come and you take time, you visualize, you meditate, you talk to yourself, say, okay, this is what I have on my page. I don't know what to do, but I'm trusting and believing that the right people will come at the right time. I'll get the right answers within, because you, as a divine being, have all the answers inside. But because it's covered up with all kind of stuff, years of negative thinking and negative thought, and people telling us that we can't get in there. Spend time and write and go within, and then one day an idea might come to you. Oh, okay. Maybe I need to talk to this person. Oh, I need to research on this, or whatever it is. And you'll get one thing, and then you'll get another thing. And then next thing you know, you meet somebody on the off chance. And then things will come to you. It's like a couple of months ago, someone approached me through my website. And he said, listen, I want 60 of your neroli and yang.
Amazing.
And I'm thinking, is this for real? Is this a scam? And I'm reading it. But they told me all about themselves, gave me the website. I went on there and I looked and I said, is this real? Sometimes you could talk yourself out of stuff, right? Because you can't believe. And I said, is this real? And I didn't reply for a little while. And then something said,
the daunting opportunities as well.
And that was the first time I've ever had a massive order like that. And I was like, wow. And I said, if I had given up, I would never have received this opportunity to collaborate with someone with orders.
Yeah.
And then I'm working now with on something I'm just bringing out, which was, I never even thought of it, but a very good friend of mine's. She first approached me. And what did I do? Nah.
I already have too much work.
You want me to do that? Nah. And she said, okay. I just totally dismissed it. Again, the old habit. Sometimes you think you get rid of every single old habit.
Oh, no.
And I automatically, nah, thank you, nah. And then a few months afterwards, they came back to me and they said, you know, I really think you should consider this. And I guess in here I said, open up, come on, no refusing. Come on, be aware, listen. And I said, okay. And I went to work, researching, mixing, doing different things. And I said, all right. And I posted it to her. You know, try it out for me. Wasn't that great? Now, at that time, there were two voices. Oh, you see? You should have stuck to not saying, not doing it. Look, it wasn't, because I trust this person. They will tell you if it's good, if it ain't good.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased. She said, try it again. But thankfully, I was on the side of not listening to that negative voice and I said, okay. And another weekend, I tweaked it. I posted back. Spot on.
There you go.
I said, thank you. I'm not going to say what it is just yet.
Now I'm excited for this to come.
But it was an avenue that I never expected to go down. And again, this is when you are open and you are walking in your purpose, that the unexpected will come from the right people, because you are walking in your purpose, I believe. And because if I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't be getting this opportunity.
Yeah.
But I nearly missed it, because the first thing I said was, nah. I said, thank you. I said, thank you, girl, but not for me. But thank goodness there was something that had her come back and say, I think you should try this, you know. And thank goodness I was on the side of being open and being aware and listening to my true self that said, you ain't gonna say no.
Sometimes it's timing, right?
It's timing.
Yeah. It was almost like a sneak peek, and then once you were really ready, you actually took it.
And I ran with it in the sense of dedicating my weekend to working on it and making sure it was right. And a few people have tried it out. A few professional people have tried it out, and now it's ready.
Amazing.
So I am thankful, and I'm always thankful.
And so
I have a long way to go.
Yeah,
I have a long.
We all do. It's a journey.
It's a journey. I have a long. I have a way to go yet. And I think as long as you're alive and as long as you're doing what you're doing, you will. I don't think you could ever say, I am here, so there's nothing else for me to do. There will always be something, you know. But so you take it in stages. But I know my journey. I still have a little way to go. But I'm not going to beat up myself, and I'm not comparing myself with anybody else to say, look what they're doing. I'm not doing that yet. Look what they have. I'm not there yet. No, I'm in my zone. And I'm doing my own race. And I am there already. So you got to see yourself there. Me, I'm there. I'm just going through the process. But in here, I'm already there. And I'm thankful. And I'm grateful. And so that's why I like to wake up in the morning with a sense of gratitude. Be thankful for what you're going through, even though sometimes it might be hard, especially when you're starting a business. Oh my gosh, I made a serious mistake. But you know what? I'm thankful I was able to learn from that, so I know not to do that ever again. Or maybe I need to tweak something. So I'm thankful for the lessons that I have learned. And you take another step. Something else, I'm thankful for that.
I think we should celebrate. I think we should celebrate the milestones every step.
And you know what? You told me that. Because that was something I was not doing. I had a couple of friends said, "Oh my gosh, girl, well done you. You started this. You sacrifice. You wasn't going anywhere. Oh, let's go out for lunch." I can't. I really don't have any extra money. I can't. Because the money, by the time you pay your bills and everything, I had to put that here. So I couldn't do this. So I would go in the store and oh God, I desperately need a trousers. But that's okay. I'll hold on to what I have for now. Whatever. And things like that. And they said, but you sacrifice. You work hard on the weekends, in the evening after work, and this and that. You should, well done. I'm like, no, I reached it yet. So I didn't do that. And I remember a time you were saying to me, be thankful, celebrate, whatever it is, celebrate. We have a way of, oh no, I can't celebrate yet. I'll only celebrate when I reach up there and stuff. But no. So now I do.
That's good. I'm glad.
Seriously, I do. And even if nobody around to celebrate with you, you celebrate. You.
For yourself. Yeah.
Yourself. Celebrate.
Yeah.
And that helps you as well.
It does. I think also it eliminates this constant chase. Because it's very good that you see yourself there. But then it can be quite a long way.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that also like, okay, I want this car. They get it. And then they're gone. Okay, and now I want this one. Because there's an upgraded.
Yeah.
And then you didn't celebrate getting it. You didn't stop to actually enjoy it. And where is the gratification to even chase that? What is the point of getting to that spot if there's no along the way? Wow. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I did this. So now you had this like product, the new idea that worked. I'm like, wow, this is to celebrate. It's amazing.
And you know what? When I did it, and I got a thumbs up that perfect. I'm like, wow. And I said, well done, girl. Well done. It doesn't have to be a massive celebration and things like that. But you're talking to yourself and you say, well done. And thank you so much that I was open to listening this time. And I did say no. And I celebrate that because that also is going to help you now to be more aware.
And that's also an achievement. It was a mindset change that you've done.
Because we could easily be stuck on this road, not knowing, what, there's little other roads you could take to get to where you want to go.
Yeah.
So yes. So I'm doing that as much as I can. Just be thankful and say, hey, you did well. Well done. Okay. And that's gonna keep you going. Keep you going to, you have different levels. You have different levels until you get to where you want to be. And so you go on. And you celebrate little things. Even I guess at the end of the day, when you have, even if I was writing down certain things, I said, I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah.
Put a plan together or ideas. And this book I brought with me on the train because I said to myself, okay, I'm on the train. Whatever ideas come to me, I'm going to write down. I wrote something down and I feel good about it. Oh, brilliant. You know what I mean? It's the little things. I have to look at the big picture.
Yeah, but see, because you're aware of them, you're celebrating, you feel good about it. But for those people chasing only the big ones, there's nothing to look. And then it feels emptying and it feels draining. And then most of those people then stop along the way. And then how sad it is to never get there. But that's because they never celebrated this journey.
They never celebrated the journey. They never celebrate themselves. And believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you'll give up.
Yeah.
The first problem that hits you, you'll give up. So it's all you gotta believe in yourself. First and foremost. And you're gonna be on again your purpose. Your purpose. That's why someone might, how you said about, oh my gosh, I want this car. Oh, when I get that car, oh, next thing, and oh no, I want that car. Oh, I want that car. It's material things that maybe it's just why you want it. You want it for what? For show, to say, wow, why? So you never become. What's the word? I guess
satisfied.
Yeah. Because it's just a material thing that is it for show or what's the purpose? Of course, you want a car. Yes, you know what? I want a car. I want a good running car because I'm always here, there, everywhere, and things like that. But if you want a car just to say, check me out.
But even for that,
house,
even if it is that, people get that and then like, oh, check me out today. And then they suddenly see something better and like, oh, maybe I want that one now. So even for that, they don't really enjoy. They don't really make the most use of it. So this is why it's so
it's a superficial.
It's superficial,
It's a super. But when it's your thing, when it's in here, when you know that you know, it's like years ago, a friend of mine asked me to do a sermon at her church in Belgium. I'm like, you want me to do a sermon? Right. Okay. Never done a sermon before. I said, well, what am I going to talk about? And something say, here. And you got to know that you know that you know that you know. And that was a sermon.
Yeah.
Know who you are. And when you know who you are and know what you want and you know your purpose, it doesn't matter what, you're going to stick on it. And it's not going to be on shaky ground. It's not going to be superficial.
No.
It's going to be on solid foundation.
Amazing.
I ain't going to be easy. But it's going to be worth it.
I love that. I love the whole conversation. See, we thought like, oh, we're going to talk in 2 parts, but then suddenly it became like, we just going with that journey as well. And thank you so much for sharing your whole hearts and experiences, the ups and downs.
Thank you so much, Michaela. You definitely have been an inspiration. You continue to be an inspiration for me as well. And I've learned from you. I think, it's all about learning from each other because one person doesn't know everything.
No.
We gain wisdom and understanding and knowledge and also encouragement from the people around us.
Yeah.
So I have to say thank you so much
for
helping me and for having me come here. And I hope what I said would somehow resonate with other people and inspire them to never give up and just keep you do you.
You do.
Say you do you. You do your thing.
That inner purpose and the journey.
Yeah, but it's in here.
Yeah.
So just find time. Find time to just sit with yourself. Whether you go for a walk, or you sit in the park, or if you have a garden, or your own room, or your little office, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be anywhere special. And say, I don't know me, talk to me. Who am I? Talk to me, and you may not get the answer right away, but if you keep doing it, talk to me. Who am I? why am I here? Because a lot of people don't know why they're here. A lot of people don't know their purpose. Show me my purpose. Help me to understand what I'm supposed to be doing, because somehow I feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't know what it is. Please show me. Help me. Ask for help. And it will come.
It will. How can people find you, like for those listeners? So you have the website and you have some socials.
Natural Body Care by Roz. You can find me through my website or my Instagram.
And TikToks.
Oh, yeah, TikTok. Don't forget TikTok. Absolutely. And you could send me a message if you want to ask any questions. I mean, as I said, I am me. I'm still learning. I'll always continue to learn. But I want to help people as well. I want to help people, and I don't want people to give up. God, I don't want people to give up. I don't want people to give up on their dreams.
No.
So if they're not sure about something, or they want to ask a question, or they want encouragement, I am willing to give you my little 2 cents on what I have learned and what I have experienced to help you to go to that next level. That's why we're here. That's what we're all about.
Yeah.
It's not about just me, myself, and I. Sometimes you have to, but it's also about sharing your experience and what you have learned.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And definitely have a look at those products as well, because they really are amazing. And yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, listeners.
You're welcome. Thank you.